Good morning, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Good
sir.
morning.
Uh, so we have done with the first unit, and then of course it was a little bit a small unit regarding web programming, basic definitions of designing, and then the actual part will start from the second unit. So assuming that some of you have got prior knowledge of HTML and XHTML, we'll start. So those who do not have the prior knowledge need not worry about this one. We will cover the all. So one point to remember is in case if those who have prior knowledge about this one might feel or might sometimes get a feeling that it is a little bit repetitive, but you have to um, just bear with the pace. That's all. So try to understand that some of the other students are starting from the basics. So we'll start from this one. So here we'll start with the XHTML tutorials. Is my voice audible? Yes. Is my voice audible and the screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we'll start with the XHTML tags. We have got different kinds of tags to be understood. Couple of things to remember here. We will XHTML or HTML markup language does not require any special say IDE. What you have for Java, what you have for C, C++. So you can type in this the code anywhere. You can type it in a notepad, you can type it in a word pad, you can type it in notepad plus plus. Preferably what we do is we we will use all of them combined together. For example, if you don't have notepad plus plus plus, you can install it, which freeware and very easy to use. See here, this is the notepad plus plus. It'll be easier for everybody to use this kind of a interface or this kind of an application for XHTML tags. So what we'll do is first let us have the basics of HTML. Then we'll see what is the difference between HTML and XHTML, and then simultaneously, I said when we learn a particular concept, we'll check out the examples or vice versa. So here, uh, in this particular chapter, we are going to learn everything about HTML, XHTML, XML, and then different types of tags. First, let us go to the definitions. First, try to understand what is the uh, full form of HTML: hypertext markup language. It is the most widely used language to write web pages. So, first point which should be very clear is it's a markup language. I'll tell you what is a markup language. We use some tags to write the code. So that is why it is called as a markup language. This is the most prominent language, or in fact, it is the language which is used for creating the web pages, creating and developing the web pages. Hypertext reference. So, couple of things to remember. First one is HTML, full form of HTML. Hypertext refers to the link to which you are providing a particular. Two pages are there, A1 and A2. Assume two pages are there, A1 and A2. A1.html, A2.html. So you can provide a link from A1 to A2 and A2 to A1. That is what is called as hypertext. So you're giving a text which is in a link. Markup language, how it is uh, described, it shows how the HTML works. Uh, we are marking up the code. Uh, when we see the code, we'll get to know what is marking up of the code. For example, here now this is here the HTML code. Now see here, we have the opening bracket and then we have the closing bracket. This any code of such type is called as markup code, or it It is called as the markup language. That is why we call HTML as a markup language. Why it was developed? To share. HTML was developed to share the headings, paragraphs, lists, and other things. So any information between two people, it was intended to actually the history behind this is there is a agency in Europe for nuclear science, which deals in research in nuclear science, which is called as CERN, CERN. Now the researchers at CERN found it very difficult to share the documents, so they designed this HTML so that it is easier for them to share the documents. It is easier for them to share the images. So a very basic question which will be asked over there: what is the full form of HTML, and then what are the contents of the HTML? The full form of HTML is hypertext markup language. Am I audible and screen is visible now? I think there was a disturbance in between. Yes, am I audible and screen is visible now? Can anybody confirm? Yes. Can somebody confirm if am I audible now?
Yes, sir.
Screen is visible now.
No, sir. Screen is not visible.
Uh, Now, can you see the screen now? Okay, assuming that you're able to see the screen and hear my voice, shall I continue?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. This is the basic structure of a HTML program. That is, any HTML page will have this particular structure. So first one is these are called as the tags. TAGS. So any HTML document, as the content says, should include the following four minimum elements or tags. They are called as the elements or tags. First one is HTML tag, then the head tag, title tag, and then the body tag. So without this, you will not have a HTML. Now we'll see what are the different things. HTML element. Now remember, those are called as the elements or those are called as the tags. HTML element is containing the element from the whole document. That means it shows the first tag, that is HTML tag, shows whether the where the HTML document starts and where the HTML document ends. So here, in this case, uh, the next tag will be the one which are called as the child tags, so children tags of the HTML, that is head and the body. Now, you start with the opening tag and then you start with the closing. So before going to the next one, we'll just see the small this one. Right now here, for the time being, let us remove this. Okay. Now this is called as the HTML. You can see here, if you from structure, you can see first it should contain a head HTML tag, head tag, title tag, and then the body tag. Uh, so here we are not having the title. So let us include the title tag over here. Now what Notepad++ does it? It suggests some this one. What the contents. So you can just select those contents and then close. Now how do we do this? First one opening tag, then HTML, and then opening arrow bracket, closing arrow bracket. For every this one, there should be a corresponding closing tag. Now this is the opening tag, and then this is the corresponding closing. So what is the difference between an opening tag and closing tag? You have got a slash. So if you have a slash, assume that this is a closing tag. Now you have got a body tag. You can see here there is a body tag. Then you have got a title tag. Now what we'll do is, as per this one, what is the structure we are supposed to have? HTML head, title, and then body. So here, accordingly, we'll include the head also. Uh, the head tag, and then head tag will enclose the title tag, and then any content which is to be displayed will be inside the body tag. So we'll have a opening body tag. So let us see. You can see the loop. What Notepad does is it shows the loop. Where is the opening tag and where is the closing tag? So first one should be opening and closing HTML tag. Inside that, all other tags will come. So you cannot have this body tag outside the HTML tag. It has to be inside all those tags. Head tag, title tag, body tag, everything should be inside this HTML tag. So remember this. So once again, I'll just go through this one. For understanding purpose, let us start from the beginning. Right now, the good practice is that first you start giving all those tags. So as per our this one, what is the first tag? HTML tag. When you write a HTML program, what you can do is first have an opening HTML tag and then the closing HTML. It's always good practice to have a opening and the closing. Now once that is done, you can have a head tag. Then only what you can do is the moment you create a opening tag, always create a closing tag as well. And then press enter, you'll be having a opening head tag and opening the closing head tag. Now in between the head tags, you'll have the title tag. I hope you understood this. And there is a body tag which will come after the head tag. So opening body tag and then closing body tag. Now remember this, there is no case sensitivity. Browsers will automatically take this. Now what we have done is we have saved this. How to run a program, how to start with this. I hope it is clear now how the looping takes place. First, include the HTML tag. That will be the opening tag and that will be the last tag also. The first tag and the last tag. Every other things will come under the HTML tag. Then you have got a head tag which comes under HTML tag. Title comes under the head tag. Now here see closing title tag we have not given the slash. So let us give the slash over here. So you have a opening title tag and closing title tag which comes under the head tag. Then you have got a body tag, opening body tag and closing body tag which will come under this one. So that is the structure. Now what we'll do is like title B. Yeah. Right now, we'll not worry about the head tag. We'll see first what the body tag does and how the HTML works. Now, for any HTML document, it is to be saved as .html. Now, you can see it is saved as .txt. So what we are supposed to do is let us save it as .html. You can see here in this one, there is an extension save as type. There is a type called as HTML. Find it out from the Notepad extensions. You can see hypertext markup language. And then I'll just rename this as first dot HTML. Let me use a temporary folder for this one. save it in a temporary folder on the desktop and then save this. So the program is saved now. Let me go to the program there on the desktop. So there is a folder called as temp, and then there is our program which is called as the first. You can see the extension over here. It is Firefox HTML document. Its extension is first.html. So by default, any HTML program with the extension, any HTML document, you can see here document is HTML. Its extension should always be .html. By default, it gets opened in a browser. All the HTML programs are to be opened in a browser. So here also, by default, my default browser is HTML, Firefox. So all the HTML documents will open with Firefox. Otherwise, you can use any one of the browsers. So you can see here, open with by default it suggests Firefox, Chrome, Internet Explorer, Edge, all and any one you want, you can have. It doesn't matter which browser you use. You can open it in any of the browsers. So I have opened this in the browser. Uh, So what this does is it just simply opens the program. You can see here the browser has opened the program, but since we have not given any contents to the program, it is not displaying any content. You can see the path here. It is stored in the temporary folder of the desktop. Let us try to add some contents to this. Here first, let us give title. Any text you want to display that should be within the tags only. Now here, first HTML program. This is giving a title. You can see here, this is given as a title uh, between the opening title tag and the closing title. Save this and check out in the browser. Now here the browser is open. What we are supposed to do is it has opened the previous version. Since we have saved it, you can just reload this. Try to reload this one. You can see here. Here, first HTML program is being displayed. I'll just say welcome to first HTML program. You can see here now. Here it is first HTML program. The moment I refresh this, it becomes as what? Welcome to the first HTML program. Why it is not coming? Because I might not have saved this program. So what I'll do is I'll just go to the file and then save this program and then try to refresh this. You can see here. Welcome to first HTML. So you might have understood by now what is the use of the title. It gives the title to the particular program, right? That will be the title which gives the particular program. Now we need to display some text. All the text which can be displayed for this particular web program should be inside the body tag. Remember, title will only give the title to the uh, web page, which will come here. The just above the address bar, but we need to give the contents of the HTML program. So what we'll do is and let us put some hello and welcome to the world of HTML programming. Save this and then again go back to our browser where we open the program. And then what we'll do is again as usual refresh this. The moment you refresh this, you'll see that what you'll have this particular that is hello and welcome to the world of HTML. So first text is how this will be displayed. That is what is the content which says this will be our first program. So again go through the program. First one you have got a HTML tag, opening and closing HTML tag. Then you have got the head tag. Title tag should always be inside the head tag. So every tag, remember this, a couple of points remember here. The case sensitivity will not arise here. Browser will ignore the case sensitivity, modern browsers. Second thing is the looping. HTML is the opening and closing tag. All the other tags will come inside. All the other tags or elements, as they are called, will come inside HTML. The next tag comes to be the next tag to come is the head tag. Title tag is inside the head tag, and then you have got the body tag where the contents are to be displayed, and then you have got the closing HTML tag. So you can have as many elements as you want here from this opening body tag and then the closing body tag. Uh, what I'll do is with this. Okay, I'll just open some text here, copy. Okay, let me copy this content here for display purpose, and then go to our program inside body. What we'll do is we'll paste this, paste the contents over here. I can see here everything is pasted in a single line. Formatting we can do it later. Save this, go to our program, go to the web page. Now if I refresh this, all the contents will come over there. So it will start displaying the content. So we have seen how to add a text to this. Understood? Any doubts here?
No, sir.
No, sir.
So this is the basic thing. Again, this is a Viva question also. They may ask, what are the basic elements of the HTML program? So basic elements are basic text, HTML, head, title, and then the body. So each of the element will be having its opening and the closing tag. So here in this case, HTML element is the containing element of the whole document. That's what we have seen just now. Each HTML document will have at least one HTML opening tag and then should end with the closing HTML tag. And then the head and the body elements will appear as the direct children of the HTML tag. So as such, the start and HTML tag enclose all other tags. So this is what we have seen. There is a next one is called as the metadata or meta tag. There is one particular tag which is called as the metadata or meta tag. We'll see some of the examples of meta tag first, and then I'll come back to the this one. I'll copy this here. Okay, just a minute. I'm after the title tag. I'm just placing one particular thing, that is a tag called as the meta tag. Again, I'll paste something on this one. A couple of things have been added to this. Okay. Now what I have done is I've added a meta tag. There are certain tags which are called as the meta tags. Now here, see here, meta tag 1 and then the meta tag 2 here. It starts from line 4, one meta tag we have added, and then second one, the second meta tag we have added. So what this does is it adds information regarding this particular web page which will not be displayed in the output. So how do we add this? Opening bracket and then the meta tag, and then there is no closing meta tag. Automatically it's a single tag. There are two types of tags. One is double tag, that is opening tag and the corresponding closing tag which is displayed over here. Or sometimes a tag can be highlighted like this. Opening and closing tags will come under single element. This is a meta tag. It has got two properties. First property is the name property. Second property is the content property. Every property has got its own value. The value for the name property is author. Content is also author name. So what this does is, there is no use as far as the output is concerned. Output will not change over here. It will remain as it is. We can see here, I have saved that one. I'll refresh this. There is no change in the output. It will be as it is. But what happens over here is that it will show some information related to the web page. Now here, what we have done is we have added a meta tag, and what this meta tag does is it has some information which is for the search engines, not for the other things. So what does this mean is, you can enter your attendance. I think only 2 minutes are remaining. While entering your attendance, just pay attention to what I say. I'll continue this again in the next class. Here, what is happening is we are adding a couple of tags. Somewhere we are missing a particular colon, semicolon. That is why it is not be getting displayed in the output. We'll solve it. Not worry about that. But try to understand. There is a tag which is called as the meta character tag. What this does is, you can see we had missed a closing this one. That is why. So this gives the information regarding the web page, but the output is not displayed. So what information it is giving? This web page which we are developing, name of that particular author, and then what contents it contains, and then other information like cookie information, and then content when it is going to expire, because every website also has got its own expiry date, and then what is the expiry date, and other things will be shown over here. In detail. Again, we'll study about this in the next class. If you have any doubts, do ask now. In case if we run out of time, you can note down your questions and then ask in the next class. You can practice. Don't wait for me to give you programs. You can practice your own. It is very easy. You can have your own HTML program. As you can start now itself. No, don't wait for other things. Prepare some HTML contents.
Yes, sir.
So, assuming no doubts, we'll
Excuse
continue
me,
this.
sir.
Yes.
Sir, sorry to bring this up again, but some students who are under your guidance haven't received, they don't know whether their projects are approved or not.
Yes, I'll confirm it by tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir.